Happy holidays, folks! And indeed, we have a special Christmas treat this time around. I wanted to start by giving a big shout out to great friend of the channel and longtime patron Han Solo, who last holiday season shared with me a video of Bing Crosby and David Bowie doing a holiday duet together, and apparently it's a medley of Peace on Earth and Little Drummer Boy. Now, I'm certainly familiar with Little Drummer Boy. I've heard a number of different renditions of it over the years, though I don't think I know a carol named Peace on Earth. It's a phrase that shows up in some other carols that I do know, but when I looked at the title, I don't remember hearing a carol of that particular name before. I guess we'll find out if I am familiar with it when we watch, but I did want to also give a shout out to Kim, another great friend and longtime patron of the channel, who shared the audio version of this with me this time around. But given that I got the video first and it's been waiting for a while, we'll start with that, and then perhaps next holiday season I can react to the audio form. In any case, yes, Bing Crosby, David Bowie, they're musicians and singers of different generations, so I would expect Bing to be quite old here, or certainly much more elderly than David Bowie. I don't know exactly when this was recorded, but just the thumbnail in the file that I was given would suggest that it's maybe the 80s or at least multiple decades ago. And yes, ultimately, I'm not quite sure what to expect of the video, whether it'll just be them singing together, as in, like on stage doing a performance, although again, the thumbnails seem to suggest otherwise, so maybe there's some sort of narrative or, fictional setting for the medley. In any case, let's watch it. This is Bing Crosby and David Bowie doing a holiday medley of Peace on Earth and Little Drummer Boy.
Hello. You the new butler?
Well, it's been a long time since I've been the new anything.
What's happened to Hudson?
Shout out to Bing for a little self-deprecating humor. But yes, we are clearly in some sort of fictional reality, and David Bowie is arriving seemingly as a guest for somebody else if he's assuming that Bing is the butler. But yeah, ultimately it's not just going to be them performing on stage as singers, apparently.
I guess he's changing.
Yeah, he does that a lot, doesn't he? I'm David Bowie. I live down the road.
Oh.
Sir Percival lets me use his piano when he's not around. He's not around, is he?
I can honestly say I haven't seen him, but come on in. Come in.
But
Come on in.
are you related to Sir Percival?
Well, distantly,
Oh, you're not the poor relation from America, right?
Ha! Gee, news sure travels fast, doesn't it? I'm Bing.
Oh, I'm pleased to meet you. You're the one that sings, right?
Well, right or wrong, I sing either way.
Oh, well, I sing too.
Oh, good. What kind?
So, a fictional setting, but playing themselves, even if they're acting as if, oh, you're that guy, maybe I heard of you. Oh, yeah, I think I know who you are. You're the American singer guy, right?
Kind of singing?
Well, mostly the contemporary stuff. Do you like modern music?
Oh, I think it's marvelous. Some of it really fine. But tell me, you ever listen to any of the older fellas?
Oh, yeah, sure. I like John Lennon and the other one with Harry Nilsson.
Ooh, you go back that far, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm not as young as I look.
None of us is these days.
In fact, I've got a 6-year-old son, and he really gets excited around the Christmas holiday thing.
Do you go in for any of the traditional things in the Bowie household Christmas time?
Oh, yeah, most of them, really. Presents, tree, decorations, agents sliding down the chimney.
What?
I was just seeing if you're paying attention. Actually, our family do most of the things that other families do. We sing the same songs.
Do you?
I even have a go at White Christmas.
You too, huh?
And this one. This is my...
That's funny, of course, because while a number of folks have recorded White Christmas, and as I discussed in my reaction to Bing Crosby's White Christmas, I believe his rendition is, if not the most famous, certainly one of the highest, most highly regarded of all the different recordings of it.
My son's favourite. Do you know this one? Our family do most of the things that other families do. We sing the same songs.
Do you?
I even have a go at White Christmas.
You too, huh?
And this one. This is my son's favourite. Do you know this one?
Oh, I do indeed. It's a lovely thing.
Come, they told me, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum. A newborn king to see, ba-rum-pa-pum-pum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum, rum-pa-pum-pum. Peace on earth, can it be? Years from now, perhaps we'll see. Our see the day of glory. See the day.
Interesting. Like normally medleys, it's one song blending into another, and they're done like in sequence. This is like straight up polyphonic simultaneous performance of two different carols. So I do like the way that Bing continues on in the deep performance of Little Drummer Boy, and then Bowie comes in over the top with a much higher Peace on Earth. But given what I've heard from Bowie so far, I really don't think I know this Peace on Earth carol. But yeah, like when I read that it was a medley, I didn't expect it to be performed in this way.
Our see the day of glory. See the day of living peace, so peace on earth when we come. Every child must be made aware. Every child must be made to care enough for his fellow man, to give all the love that he can. I pray my wish will come true for my child and your child too. He'll see the day of glory. I play my day for him when men of goodwill live in peace again. Peace on earth. Can it be? Can it be? It's a pretty thing, isn't it?
It is a pretty thing. So yeah, it's not so much a narrative, but they certainly set it within the fictional context of they just happen to encounter each other at this house, and whoa, you heard the old classics? Yeah, I've even sung, White Christmas and so on, and then they burst into song together. Though, as I said, I still, even when it began, didn't realize that the medley would be more or less two songs layered on top of each other. But I do like how they're singing the separate carols, and then there's a couple points, including at the end, where they come back into unison and are singing in tandem. And yeah, ultimately, obviously Bing's quite old here, but I think he still sounds great, and David sounds very good as well, and definitely hits those higher notes to give a nice contrast to Bing in the lower end of the register. So yeah, just a cool performance. I don't know, I'm guessing that the audio version of this that Kim sent is the identical recording. Perhaps they actually went into a studio and did it. And in fact, there was a moment when they were singing where I wondered whether this is them like not lip syncing, but like acting out a studio recording, because it sounded really crisp, even though they weren't like singing into microphones. So maybe it was like dubbed in, like when they actually got to the singing part. But I would also believe that they did sing it, within the room environment, and just had, like boom mics and whatever over them. But yeah, ultimately, it's cool to see two legends of a different generation do a holiday song together. So once again, shout out to Han Solo for sharing this, and to Kim for sending me the audio version. Let me know what you think of these two legends singing a holiday duet, and I will see you next time. Cheers!